Okay, so I'm going to do a quick field strip of a Kimber 1911 Ultra Carry 2. As always, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're safe and clear and that you don't have a round in the chamber. Then the next thing you want to do is go ahead and lock open the slide, like so. And then this particular model came with this takedown tool, and you're going to stick it into this small little hole right here on the slide pin. It kind of helps if you kind of pull the pin back just a little bit. Okay. Then you want to go ahead and drop the slide. You don't want to drop it without assisting it, because otherwise it could possibly shear off that tool. So go ahead and let it out slowly, like so. Then I kind of readjust this pin to where it's right in the middle. Like that. Now what you need to do is, at this point the spring is compressed. You need to bring back the slide to this disassembly notch right here. It's a small little notch right here, and you need to bring it back towards directly above the slide stop. There's a square hole that it actually snaps into. And while you're bringing it back and laying that up, you need to push on this. It's on the slide stop pin, and that'll make the slide stop actually pop out. So you go ahead and pull it back like so. Push it, and it pops out like that. Alright, you might have to readjust your takedown tool. Alright, now go ahead and remove the slide stop pin like that. Set it aside. Okay, and then at this point you can go ahead and push the slide off of the frame. And you don't want to grip the safety grip, because it can actually cause issues with the slide coming off easily. So set the frame aside. Go ahead and remove the spring, recoil spring. And in order to take this apart, you need to actually take the tool out. When you do that, this little sleeve is going to come loose and the springs will come off. Then you can completely disassemble it and clean it and maybe oil it up a little bit. So I guess set that aside as assembly. Now on the barrel, there's this loop right here that pin actually slid through, and that's what holds the barrel in the firearm. So you want to rotate that forward to where it's laying down, and then go ahead and just slide the barrel out of the front of the slide. Alright, set that aside. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you can disassemble the firing pin, but I'm not going to actually go into that. It's pretty complicated. Along with disassembling on the frame, the trigger, the hammer, the safety back here, and everything else. So this is this simple, quick tear down where you can clean it, lube it, and then put it back together. You don't have to use this tool. A lot of people don't. I find that it's fairly simple, and you're not trying to compress the spring at the same time as pop the pin out. It just seems to make it simpler to me. That's my opinion. I've tried it both ways. So let's go ahead and put it back together. First thing you want to do is get the barrel, and you're going to make sure the loop is down. You're going to slide it into the front of the slide, like so. Slide all the way back. Pull the loop up. Then you're going to take and you insert the tool first, and you'll notice that there is a rounded part on both the back side of this little spring pin and this sleeve right here. You're going to want that facing down towards the barrel so that this actually will ride on the barrel. Okay, so you can stick it in upside down, but then rotate it around to where it rests on the barrel, and then the only thing you have is two round pieces right here exposed. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this frame on the slide. I found it's easier if you do it upside down, otherwise that spring can actually hang down. Alright. Sometimes you gotta give it a little wiggle and get it on there. Alright. So now once again, we're going to look through this hole right here, because that loop that's hanging down the bottom side of the barrel needs to have a clear path through for the pin to slide in. So you can kind of wiggle the barrel and get it to where it lines up. Like I can actually see it's lined up right now. And just go ahead and get this started. And then it's easy, I found it's easier to have the slide lock kind of on the bottom side of this little spring pin right there as you're pushing it, as opposed to being on the top side like this, because it'll actually hit the slide and it could definitely scratch the slide. So once again, we're going to bring it back to this little notch, the smaller notch of the two, and at the same time push this pin into the frame of the gun, and then it should just snap in. So go ahead and pull it back right to there. Oops. It actually popped up on me. Alright, so put on the bottom side and put a little bit of pressure, pull it back, and there it's snapped into place. Okay, so now all you have to do is lock the slide open, okay, and pull the tool out, and then we are complete. That's it. That is how you tear down a Kimber Ultra Carry 2 1911.